Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be covering some recent updates on some upcoming mods for Path of Titans. Anyway, if you are new here, make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, let's get straight onto the video. Starting with the Dinosauria Project. Now, I didn't officially hear about this mod team at all until trying to find some weird new mods. And they have actually got some of the most requested mods coming out of all time. And the first one we are going to be looking at is the Brachiosaurus mod that they are looking at. Well, not looking at, but that they are making, and have got pretty far in as well. It's currently being tested, and I'm going to throw up some, some pictures and everything on screen so you guys can see. But it looks so good. Like, for the first Brachiosaurus mod we're getting in Pop, I thought there'd have to be some improvements or anything for another mod team to do or anything, but no, this one looks fantastic. And it's pretty big as well. Like, this Brachiosaurus is not small. It is probably going to be the second largest mod in the game, which currently is the Camarasaurus mod, next to Argentinosaurus, obviously being the biggest one, made by PT. But this Brachiosaurus is, oh my god, it's so big. So I'm going to put a little picture up right now of the Brachiosaurus next to Argentinosaurus, and you can just see the size difference, and as well as like the textures, they look very different. PTs have always done a weird texture thing where they do it so it looks good close up, but not too good far away, but it still looks fine. But this Brachiosaurus texture, I don't know, it looks like dinosaur skin, or how I'd imagine dinosaur skin looking on a giant sauropod, but it looks a little bit odd. But I kind of like it. Like, I dig it. As well as that skin, I think that is the default skin for it. It looks really nice. And moving on to, again, another Dinosauria Project mod. I'm just going to throw this image up right now, and it is the Brachiosaurus next to a Diplodocus. Probably one of the, again, one of the most requested mods of all time, and they are making it. They're making Diplodocus as well as the Brachii, and just look at this Diplo. Now, unlike the Brachii, I do have some videos to show of you, so I'll just play a couple of those. There's not too much that I have of the Diplo in terms of videos, but I've got a couple of pictures. I'll just put these on screen every now and then. And, dude, some of these skins look amazing. Now, I'm a personal fan of the green skin. I think that one looks just really cool. I really hope that they have something similar to Walking with Dinosaurs in terms of skin. Just like kind of that brownish. I don't know. That would be quite nice. But you can see from that tail attack that this thing, it's going to swing similar to a Pato, but more of a whip-like than a Pato. Obviously, I'm using PT as a Pato in terms of that when I say a Pato. But yeah, this Diplodocus mod, it looks so cool. And it's not too small either. It's a lot smaller than Brachii and Argent and Kamara. It's going to be bigger than the Ampulosaurus mod. It'll be bigger than both of those. Maybe not in weight, but in terms of length, definitely. So, looking at both these mods, I think the Brachii is going to be... I don't know, I think the Brachii's terms of gameplay is going to mainly focus on its legs, and the Diplodocus is probably going to focus on its, what is it? Going to focus on its tail, there we go, that's what I meant. I lost the word tail for a second. But, dude, they look so good. And I cannot wait for the Brachii and Diplo to be in the game. However, moving on, we are coming to the Divine Beasts mod team. So, Divine Beasts, I know a lot of people are not a fan of their work, but recently they have been absolutely crushing their mods in terms of quality with the animations, sounds, looks. They've been doing some amazing work, and today I have got two apexes from them to show off. We have got Spinosaurus, which, oh, I'm really excited to share, and Tyrannosaurus. Not too much with the TRex, but it'll be there. So, with Spinosaurus, first of all, let me just show you its swimming animation. Now, I believe this is like the slow swim, so not sprinting, just a nice casual swim. And I've got to admit, that looks pretty clean. I prefer it over pots already, and I haven't really had a look at other Spinosaurus mods being made, but so far, it's beating Path of Titans, and I like it. Something I will also say about DB Spino is it's going to be on the smaller like size of Spino, not the smaller estimates of weight, but Pot Spino is way too big, so that's why DBs may seem a little bit small, but it isn't as small as some people will think. And we also have got the display. So this is a display emote. It's kind of like like a mating emote, like we saw in what is it, that dinosaur documentary with the Carno waving its little arms around. It looked really silly. They've got something similar with Spino, where it kind of, you can see it. It leans up, does stuff. It looks really cool. And then we also have got the digging animation. So I believe this is for when you're looking through burrows, finding critters to eat, which I don't know if you're going to be doing that a lot as a Spino, but hey, it's pretty cool to see. It's nice, something small they can show off. And finally, for the Spinosaurus, we've got the looking around animation. Now, I don't know about you, but this is pretty cool. And I know a lot of you guys are going to ask, will Divine Beast Spinosaurus be a quadruped? No, there is no DB quadruped Spino. I think at most, if they do touch into that, it'll be like when it's swimming, it will use its hands on the bottom of rivers. But other than that, it will not be quadruped, which might make some of you upset, but this Spino, it doesn't have the arms to go quadruped. It would literally break them. It should give itself bone break if it does that. And also, there's a couple of images, but I'm sure I sprinkled those in. Make sure editing me doesn't forget that. There we go. And next up, we have got the Tyrannosaurus Rex. So, I've only got two things to show off with this. And also, I will say, they are having a T-Rex feathered sub, but it didn't have the skin on when they showed it off. So I'm not going to show that here, but the feathered textures look pretty cool. It's different to the Z-Rex and Karch feathers, I will say that. It's not like it clips and everything, it's just part of the texture. So it looks really cool, but obviously, again, there's no skin, it's just like the weird, oily looking thing, so I'm not going to show that off here, but I'm sure you guys can picture it. And, we also have a picture of the adult T-Rex and the baby Rex, which, thank God they're not doing what Pot did, because we all know Path of Titans T-Rex, when it's a baby, literally is just the same model but slightly thinner, and that is it. Like it looks nothing different, which kind of sucks because Rex is one of those dinosaurs where it looked different when it was younger to when it was adult because it could adapt to hunt basically in every growth stage because it was really cool. And I really hope they implement that into their T-Rex. Nearly said D-Rex. Ooh, nearly. And the last thing from Divine Beasts is the T-Rex at night staring at you. So, I don't know, I think that looks pretty cool. It's a little scary, I will admit. Like, imagine you see that. Oh, give me the shivers. But that is all from Divine Beasts. Moving on to Primordial Tyrants. Finally, I'm getting round to these. They are last mainly because I don't have too much for them, but what they are doing is a pretty big change, and they're TLCing their Carnotaurus, which this thing is very old. I remember playing it before Gondola even existed. Please let me know if you was around before then, because that's going back maybe 2 years. I don't know. It's a while. But their Carnotaurus mod, like I said, is getting a TLC with hopefully new sounds, definitely new textures, new model, new animations. It looks pretty good. So, currently I'm showing you some movement animations, hopefully, where it's just kind of walking. This is it's not in game yet, it's just like in a Blender render thing, I don't know. And then here we have the old Kano animation. So this is the current one that we have, where it's running, it's like kneecaps, or not kneecaps, it's thighs are kind of like going into triangles, its hips. It looks a bit odd, freaky. But then we move over to the new one, which I'm not sure if if I like the swaying too much, but I will say it does look pretty good. I kind of like that. That looks very nice. They have done a good job at updating their Carnotaurus. Also, that's Um, but yeah, PT, they are doing a fantastic job with the Carno so far. I might actually decide to play it if this TLC comes out soon, because, oh, I would love a good Carno. And next up, we have got their Ostroraptor. Now, I only have one thing here of, like, some niceness to show. Not because it's bad, by the way, it's just they haven't released much, and I'm pretty sure this one was leaked, so they kind of had to release it being out early. But we have the Ostroraptor, and this is just a quick broadcast for it. I think that's pretty cool. I think it looks nice, and it's definitely well animated. I will say it does kind of just make bird noises similarly. Not like exactly, but it I think it suits it. It's a very nice feathered raptor. I think it's a raptor. It says Ostroraptor as the name. It's got to be a raptor. And to finish this video off with, after looking at Ostroraptor, we have got PT's Nodasaur Peloropites. That I don't know how you say that. I'm gonna put it on screen just so you guys can read it because I'm clearly stupid, and also a picture of it because it looks pretty good. Now, PT themselves, in their announcement saying that they're making it or like showing off the model or whatever, that little picture I put up, they said themselves that it will focus on parrying and doing armor-piercing attacks. Now, you guys know my opinion on armor-piercing attacks. Don't like them. but but if it's done right, it could be cool. You know, if it's like it bashes its armored body into you and that pierces your armor or breaks it or something, that could be good. If that's what happens, that will be fantastic. I'll kind of like that. Anyway, and that about covers everything. PT, Divine Beasts, and the Dinosauria mod teams. That covers about everything from them. Please let me know in the comments what mod teams you want me to have a look at next, or if I missed anything really cool or important. Just let me know down in the comments. I'll go have a look-see, and yeah, I'll probably get working on that. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And make sure to like and subscribe. There will also be a link to my Discord in the description below. And yeah, have a wonderful day, everyone. Take care, and yeah, goodbye.